Hello. Thanks for joining me today. It's Gail, your empowering nurse, and I am excited to talk to you today about a very important product that I've added to my life. It's changed how I think and how I act. I am 77. I feel like 27, and I intend to reach 97 feeling just as great as I do today. If that's where your mind is at, that's where we want to be together today. And I'm going to share some information that I have that is going to make a difference in your life, I know. And let's get into it right now. I'm just going to show a couple of pictures that would make a difference to you. We're talking about BodyBio is the name of the brand, PC, liposomal phospholipid complex. So what the heck is that, right? It means that you've got something on your side that's going to help you think better. So we're going to talk about the common challenges of brain fog, unpredictable energy, memory lapses, and how I was guided to this by Dr. Terry Wahls. I'll talk to you a bit more about her. But I've been personally transformed. She was definitely. And how is this the right product for you? So first of all, let's talk about what are the symptoms of brain fog. You may have had it where you're just not able to concentrate properly, so you're a little bit confused and lapse of memories. And then let's say you have fluctuating energy levels, fatigue during the day. So it's really important to understand that you have these issues and what are the causes for them. Usually it's poor nutrition, lack of proper sleep, and inflammation. My husband died recently, like a year and a half ago now, suddenly. It was a shock to me. I had to start thinking about who am I and what am I doing in life? And it affected me physically as well as mentally. And I had to take a really good look at my lifestyle and figure out what is it that I'm going to do to live a long and healthy and happy life. Because if you have cognitive challenges, if you're not thinking clearly, that really affects your daily routine, as I'm sure you probably know. So when you understand that, you say, okay, what do I do about it? Well, I went to Dr. Terry Wahls. And what was it that she says? This is a picture of her in her garden. Dr. Wahls was an elite athlete. She went into medicine. She was a great doctor. And she developed multiple sclerosis. She had been a vegetarian for many years. She was a strict vegetarian. She looked to see what were the causes of her MS. She determined that it was diet related. And everybody looked at her as though she was crazy. But she put together what she calls her Wahls Protocol. And I bought her book, the Dr. Wahls Protocol, and I followed her diet. You have to have, she says, 9 cups of leafy greens every day. That's a lot of cups of leafy greens. Now she's over 6 feet tall, so she can handle that. So I'm more like 6 cups of leafy greens, plus a lot of other things. She switched to also adding in some animal protein as well. She found that it was important to her brain to be able to do that. But she is the inspiration for millions of people around the world now. She's heralded as a pioneer and an inspiration for people with autoimmune diseases, including MS. So, what is the role of nutrition in mitochondrial health? There's something called your mitochondria, which are your little energy sources, your powerhouses in your body. And they produce the energy that you need for all the functions, brain and body. So the nutrition is important to feed your mitochondria. What you feed. When you eat, you're actually feeding your gut bacteria. Your gut bacteria all like different things. So you're feeding them, and then the gut bacteria produce what's needed for the mitochondria. So they're the middle guys, your gut buddies. So what is a phospholipid? Phospholipids are important to your cell membranes. And my initial motivation to do this, as I say, was Dr. Wahls, but because I was looking for a solution. So this supports your brain and your cells. When you start taking this, you're going to notice improvements in your brain functioning and your energy level within weeks of starting the supplementation. You're going to have enhanced focus, mental stamina, and a lot of energy. People just wonder, how am I 77? Because I'm just zooming around like I am 27, and I feel like it. It's because I'm taking care of my brain and my body with this proper supplementation, but the basic nutrition behind it. So I have a much enhanced memory, clearer thinking, and balanced energy. I'm out rucking, swimming, paddleboarding, bicycling. I play tennis 3 times a week. I'm just on the go, and this is what helps me keep up with that. So, phospholipids, why do they matter? What do they do? They help keep your cell membranes healthy. They form the fundamental structure of your cell membranes. So, they are important for energy production and brain communication. So there's lecithin supplements out there that people like to take, but this is a step up, a big step up from that. Liposomal means it's protected phospholipids. They have a much higher purity level. They're more available to your body to use, and they will get the job done. So they support your cell membrane structure and the signaling enhancement. So the word gets around your body and your brain, and it repairs your cells and your metabolism. It's very important to have pure products. So BodyBio PC has a very intensely pharmaceutical grade production and testing, very rigorous. So you can rely on it for purity and compatibility with your cells. It stands out from everybody else. And because it's endorsed by Dr. Wahls, it's good for me. Dr. Wahls often says, your brain is not broken, it's starving. And Body PC gives your body the raw materials they've been missing. So if you're in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, you need BodyBio to stay sharp and independent. It helps your brain, your cells, your longevity, and even your gut and immune functions. So in conclusion, I'd like to encourage you to get your BodyBio PC. I put it in, I just drizzle a little bit of it in my yogurt. You can put it in a smoothie. It really has no flavor, so it blends with just about anything. But I just pour a little drop. You can measure it out if you want to. You don't use very much, but a little bit goes a long way. And I really encourage you to be able to enjoy a better brain cognition and just feeling terrific. Because if we're together on this journey through life, we want to enjoy every day and feel great about ourselves, feel great with our family, not be a burden to anybody, and live life on our terms as much as we possibly can. So thanks for joining me. Talk to you again. Give me a like, love, and share. Subscribe, give me comments, whatever you can do to let me help you better. Bye for now.